Hi everyone, how are you? So today I have a video for you that I haven't done in a while, but I get requests to do a video like this from time to time, so I thought it was time to film one, and that is products that I would not repurchase. I've kind of been decluttering my makeup collection, so I've been kind of taking some products aside, products that I didn't like and I would not recommend, and putting them in a pile. But let me give you a little disclaimer, just because these products didn't work for me, it doesn't necessarily mean they won't work for you. I don't want to offend anyone if I kind of mention your favorite product. Unless I specifically say this is a bad quality product, these are just things that I personally wouldn't repurchase. And if you have a similar taste in makeup, like the same as I do, they might not work for you. So it's just helpful, I think, every once in a while to share products that I don't like and that I wouldn't repurchase, since I talk about my favorites so often. I think I've done this video once or twice on my channel, so I will link them in the description box below. And let me know in the comments below what products you would not recommend or not repurchase. Like, let me know the #1 product that you hate, because I think it's kind of fun to hear what people hate, and it's kind of fun to see if it's something I like or something I don't like. So definitely share your #1 most, like, the product that's on your X list in the comments below. Okay, so the first product I feel like might be some people's favorites, because I've been getting a lot of recommendations to try this over the years, and it is the e.l.f. Translucent Mattifying Powder. Now, you guys know that I love e.l.f. products, and there are very few that I don't like, but I actually have a couple to show you guys today. The Translucent Mattifying Powder wasn't my favorite. I do have pretty oily skin, so I'm always looking to try a new powder that will work well. I personally found that this powder was just a little bit too chalky for me. It's not super soft or finely milled. It is a pressed powder, but when I apply it on my face, you can see it on my skin, and it kind of leaves like a little bit of a powdery look, I guess. It's a little bit dry for me. I don't feel like it is super fine so you can really see it on the skin, and I didn't really find that it kept my skin looking super matte throughout the day. So I would have to say, if you do have very oily skin, this probably won't work for you. I wanted to like it just because the packaging is nice. It would be nice to find a cheap alternative to, I'm using one from IT Cosmetics right now, but unfortunately this did not work for me. Another product from e.l.f. Cosmetics that just did not work for me was their eyebrow kit. I can't tell you guys how much I wanted to like this, because a lot of you told me to try it, but unfortunately it's just a little bit too light for me. There's nothing wrong with the actual product itself. I actually like that it comes with a colored wax and a powder, but this is in the shade Dark, and I feel like it's just way too light for me. It has a lot of reddish undertones, and I do not like red in my eyebrows. I feel like if you have lighter hair, it might work for you, but if you have dark hair like me, or even black hair, definitely I would not recommend this. Although I do fill in my eyebrows pretty dark, so depending on, you know, what your preferences are, you might like it. But if you're going for like a dark neutral brown color, I would stay away from this, just because it does have some red undertones in it. Next products are the Revlon COLORSTAY Moisture Stains. I actually liked these at one time. I really liked them. I think they came out last summer, and I know a lot of people were raving about them, and then I pulled it out of my collection again to wear it, and it did not go on as smoothly as I remembered. It could possibly be that my products are expired, but when I pulled them out, I'd only had them for a few months, and I noticed that the formula, it like skips when you apply it. Like, can you guys see how that's like not applying very evenly at all? And I noticed it was like all of them. And I feel like when I first got them, I don't know if they did that. I don't know if they just expire really quickly, but I didn't have them for very long. They definitely shouldn't have expired by then, so it might just be the formula. I don't know what it was, but they were not super cheap. I think they were around like the $10 range, so for that price, I definitely did not expect it, and I'm gonna get rid of them. It's a little unfortunate, because I think that I liked them when I first got them, but they don't work for me anymore. The next product is the Benefit Stay Flawless 15-Hour Primer. At one time I did like this as well, but I totally changed my mind about it. I actually have a review on my channel, which I will list in the description box below. When it first came out, so many people loved it, and so many people hated it, and so many people were just having trouble with it, because it's kind of a weird product. And I liked it when I applied it with certain foundations, and then I didn't like it other times. And then the more I used it, I started using it a couple of months ago, and I hated how it made my skin look. I feel like no matter how much I rubbed this in before I applied my foundation, it would make my foundation look a little bit patchy, and it would kind of cling to my skin in certain spots. So it would hold my foundation in place, which is the purpose of it, but it did not look smooth, it did not look seamless, and it did not look very nice on my skin. convenient. On top of that, it dries out really quickly. Like a lot of people had trouble with theirs kind of just breaking off, and I don't think mine did, but it just, I didn't like it. The next product is actually an eye primer. This is from the brand Micah Beauty Cosmetics. I believe I got this in an Ipsy bag or a BoxyCharm, and I remember the price was insane. It was like, I think they sell this for like over $30, possibly over $40 on their website, which was just crazy. So I was like, with a price point like that, it definitely has to work. Unfortunately, this just does not work. And I don't know if it's just for me. I like the actual product because it kind of looks like a concealer. That's what I thought it was at first. So you apply it on your eyes and it cancels out any redness. But my eyeshadow creased so quickly with this that I thought it was insane that they could possibly even call it an eye primer. And honestly, I do have kind of oily eyelids, but I feel like a lot of primers just, they're not as bad as this one. This is like the worst eye primer I ever tried, and I think it's just crazy because it retails on the website for such a high value. So I personally would not recommend this to anyone just because I feel like you can get a cheaper primer at the drugstore that works better than this. Okay, you guys, I have tried this product just so many times that it's not even funny. I feel like people are constantly telling me to try it, so I keep trying it and I keep hating it, and I don't know what it is with me and the Tarte Lights Camera Lashes mascara, but I cannot fall in love with it. It is a drier formula, and some people were telling me that it's not really a dry formula. It might just have been the sample that I got, and then a lot of people were telling me it is a dry formula, so that's why they like it. Personally, I'm starting to think it is a dry formula mascara, and I just like wet formulas. I can't really, I feel like dry formulas just don't work on my eyelashes, and no matter how many times I try this, I hate it. So I think that I am officially breaking up with the Tarte Lights Camera Lashes mascara because it just doesn't work for me. There are a lot of other Tarte mascaras that I like that I've tried, but this particular one is on my X list. I hate it. I don't know what it is. I don't know why I don't like it, and so many people do, but it just doesn't work for me. So unfortunately, it didn't work for me, and I will not be trying this again. 2 lip liners. Now, I'm not usually too picky on my lip liners. I usually just go for a pencil lip liner. I use a lot of the NYX or the City Color Cosmetics because they're affordable. But I had this Revlon one from a long time ago. This is their COLORSTAY lip liner in the shade Blush, and honestly, I didn't like this one. I feel like it broke so easily just because it's really thin, and it is retractable, you know, which is convenient. I really do like that you don't have to worry about sharpening it, but it breaks every single time I try it. I think it's too thin or something. I don't know exactly what it is, but I definitely do not recommend this just because it's not as cheap as like a pencil liner is anyway. So for it to break all the time, it was just annoying. And then I have this Mary Kay lip liner in clear. I'm not completely sold on clear lip liners. I don't really find that they do a whole lot for me. I definitely prefer to have like a colored lip liner to help define my lips, and I just feel like this one it didn't really work that well for me. I do have an Urban Decay clear one that I'm going to try out, but I feel like clear lip liners just aren't my favorite. I'd rather go for like a nude, that way you can outline your lips and kind of, you know, use a Q-tip to blend it in. Clear lip liners, I don't think I'm sold on. So those are all the products that I would not repurchase this time around. Let me know if you guys like these videos in the comments below, and I can definitely try to do them more often. A lot of times if I don't like a product, I throw it in a box and give it to my mom and my sisters before I even talk about it in a video. But if you want me to do videos like this, I can definitely do that for sure and save these products and talk about them before I pass them along to someone else. Don't forget to let me know in the comments below which products you wouldn't repurchase, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.